All right, so here's the thing. I get it. You bought your first camera, you got a new light, made business cards. I wish somebody made this video for me, right? When I was starting out, there was hundreds of videos, of course, telling you how to get clientele, but I think they came from a standpoint of already being established. Like they already have hundreds of clients and they tried to like go back to when they first started. And that's not today's world, right? We're in 2026. So I'm going to give you guys, especially from a ground level standpoint, considering I'm still kind of there, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I changed my mindset this year to go from about one client maybe throughout the whole year to already having about 10 so far and halfway through 2026. What's going on, guys? It's me, Shamar Lebanon, I'm back on this channel again, and today I want to talk about a very specific point that a lot of people have asked me, not necessarily on YouTube, but more so online or just in general, like how did you get clients, or they're trying to get into this field and they're not getting much success. Now I have major points that I have started implementing this year, and I noticed that there's a major change in my clientele or just getting paid. This point will work out for anybody from videography, photography, even if you're a content creator and want to become a professional content creator for others. Watch this video through and through. Make sure to follow each and every single step, because I know a lot of times we get into this mode of, well, I already know step one, I don't necessarily need to hear that again. But there are some key elements in those steps that you may already do, but you're not doing perfectively. If that's a word, perfectively? Is that a word? Probably not. But you get what I'm saying. Like, you have to be very cautious in every single step. And this is the way to almost guarantee that you're going to get clients each and every single time. Now, for those that don't know, I own a production company called Want More Productions. Now, the title recently came this year. Part of me changing my logic or changing my business mindset was also changing my name. So I would say like that's like a pre-tip before we get into the steps, which is about 4 of them, is to have a solid logo name, have a solid logo. Something that people can recognize immediately. So as soon as it comes up, they know exactly who it is or what production company that is. So before you start in the 4 steps, I would say do the pre-tip, creating a business name or creating a business logo that is more recognizable and that's easy to remember. You don't want it to be too hard to where people are kind of like, I don't remember this, or I can't think of that name, because a lot of times people are going to focus more on the easier sides or the ones that they could recognize very quickly, opposed to ones that look brand new and they don't really know the name, they don't know how to contact you, things of that nature. So before you start these 4 steps, make sure to have a business name, business logo. Really sit down and think about this name, because it's going to stay with you for the rest of your business life. All right, cool. So here's the steps. Now keep in mind, just hear me out on this one. All right, because I know the first step, a lot of people have heard it before. A lot of people don't want to admit to it, but the very first step in order to really build on clientele is to take free shoots. Oh, I know it stung. I heard it. I heard some people clicking off the video. Hold on a minute. Just give me a chance. All right, give me a chance. You invested thousands of dollars into your camera, into your monitor, lights, batteries, whatever you got. But you also have to recognize that we're in 2026. Everybody buys cameras. There's a bunch of content creators, a bunch of vloggers, people that own Sony cameras, Canon cameras, Nikons, Panasonics. Like, there's so many cameras out there that people are automatically going to assume that because you have a camera that you can do the job. But not everybody that owns a camera wants to be a production company or wants to do paid gigs. Some people just want to record for themselves. So you have to recognize that people aren't booking people just because you have a camera anymore, just because you invested thousands of dollars. That was your choice, not theirs. The reason why I say free shoots is because in 2026, social media is huge. More times than not, I get clients from social media, and not because they know me or know that I have a personal camera in my possession. What social media does, it allows people to find you and see your work before they even book. You got to think about it from this example. Say somebody approaches you and they say they have a clothing brand. They say, yo, I got one of the hottest shirts in the game, but they never show you the shirt. They never show you what the design is. They never show you their concept, how they come up with certain things. Are you going to sit there and buy the shirt? Probably not. You're going to want to see the shirt first. You want to see how the design is, if you like the design or not. How does it flow? You know what I mean? Do they have special rates? Do they have discounts? Like, how is their process of getting the shirt? Let alone when you get the shirt, how does the shirt fit? Does it work for you or does it not? Before anything, before people even put money into your pockets for the camera that you have or for the designs that you're thinking of or the concepts, you have to show them proof. You gotta show them work. It's not enough to show a camera anymore or show a microphone or show a laptop and say, yo, I could do this. You gotta show the work. And how do you build that? Which is going to be step 2, which is a portfolio. But in order to get to step 2 and have a portfolio that's solid, you got to do free shoots. Shooting with family, shooting with friends, Going to a park and saying, hey, to the random stranger, like, I have this camera, do you mind if I take a shot of you? Like, you guys look lovely today. Do street photography. Hey, I'm offering free shoots, blah, 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 for like 10 minutes. You know, if you got this outfit on and you look fire, let me take a shot of you right here by this wall. So you just got that camera, you have no idea of the settings. Take the time on YouTube, not necessarily to learn about getting clients, but learning your camera, learning the settings. Learn shutter speed, learn ISO, every single aspect of your camera. That way, when you go out and do these free shoots, you're already ahead of the game and you already know how to get the best shots possible. Now, if you're a person that's already done free shoots, you already have a portfolio, but you're still not grabbing clients, that's okay, because you perfected step one. You know your camera, you got some good shots, whether you're a photographer or you got some good video clips, whether you're a videographer, you're a content creator and you've been filming all aspects. You've been shooting friends for free, you've been shooting family. You already passed this point, right? Step two is now gonna be your portfolio. Your portfolio matters, but your portfolio is not your social media. I know you've heard that point before. People saying, look, your social media can't be your portfolio, you gotta have something else. That's not necessarily true because you're in 2026. Social media is probably the first that people are going to, but a portfolio makes you look a little more professional. So a portfolio means a certain website, or you have a certain place where you have your best gallery. Also, pro tip, your portfolio is not meant to put every single photo or every single video that you've ever shot. It's for your best work. So if you shot something and you don't believe it's your best, take it down. It's better to have 10 amazing photos or 10 amazing videos rather than 100 and maybe about 5 of them are really great and the others is like, it's okay, probably wasn't in focus. You don't really want to do that. Reason why is because your best work screams out professionalism. Your okay work just means, okay, you've done this a while, but doesn't necessarily scream it's something I want. When you put your best foot forward, you always get the best clients because those clients trust that the shots that you have already gotten, you can do for them. If you want to just stick to social media, you absolutely can. I'm talking to the people that want to take it a little bit further and try to guarantee a little bit more clients. Build a website. If you have the Adobe Creative Cloud, like myself, who owns Premiere Pro, Audition, Lightroom, if you have that space where you have all of the apps, there is an app called Adobe Portfolio where you can build a portfolio for free. All right, this is where you can put your videos, you can put your photos, you can, if you're a YouTuber, you can put the embed code on there, but you can do it all. If you don't have Adobe Creative, let's say you use Final Cut or DaVinci and you don't own Adobe Portfolio at all, you can use websites called Squarespace, you can use Wix.com, there's other websites out there, even Pixie Perfect, where you can add your galleries of some of your best videography or your best photography. This is also a website where you can send folders to clients. For example, you have like 100 pictures that you need to send, you can send it to them. If you have a large video file, you can send it through Pixie Perfect as well. And you can also have people schedule times with you. So instead of taking it in a DM or text messages, people can professionally schedule on your calendar so that you know exactly what shoots you got going on. This is a way to build yourself up so that clients can see your work and be able to feel more comfortable spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars with you, knowing that they're going to get something great in return. Now, step 3, you've done the free shoots, you got the portfolio. This is how you go from saying like one of your friends being a client every single week to having people that don't really know you become clients. And I know it's going to sting a lot of people as well because they feel like I'm the videographer, I'm the photographer, they should come to me. Number 3, you got to go to them. This is where you get people's emails. This is where you DM people. You see people's birthdays coming up. Hey, I want to do a birthday shoot with you. Like, I'm charging this amount. If you would love to book, hit me up. Now, granted, cold calling is not guaranteeing you're going to get clients all the time. It's not going to happen. 95% of the time when I cold call, I get a no or I get a red, delivered. They don't even open the message. Nothing happens. But that 5% probably wouldn't have happened if I never cold called them. There's hundreds of people on Instagram whose birthdays come up, who has an event going on. They're not really thinking about videography because they know they want somebody to film something, but they don't necessarily know who to reach out to. There's hundreds of people who also do videography and photography. So you want to stand out. If you got a friend of a friend who has an event coming up, like a baby shower, they want it to be filmed, but they don't know who to reach out to. Reach out to them. Say, hey, I noticed you got this coming up. I would love to do the videography for this. Here's something I've done before. If you have the funds, let's work something out. Let's do something together. I guarantee you, 95% of the time, you're going to get a no. You're probably not going to get read. But that 5%, somebody's going to say, hey, I was actually looking for this. Oh my God, like you came right in the nick of time. I'm actually looking for this, blah, blah, blah. What's your rates? Now you're in. Look, you see what I mean? Trust me, for this entire video, this is not trying to guarantee you hundreds of clients throughout the whole year because you're trying to put your best foot forward. but nothing in this life is guaranteed. So all of these points is really just to put the best possible chance to gain more clients. And granted, it's going to take some time, because just like in this field, it's subjective. Like, just because you think you're the best does not mean everybody else thinks the same. So you got to put your best foot forward. A lot of people book more professionalism than talent, right? We've already seen all the talent that's on Instagram, TikTok, all of that. But if you show professionalism and you show that you can actually do the job, people will book with you. I promise you. Cold calling, you got to get out there. DMs, emails, text messages. You got a friend of a friend be like, yo, if your friend needs a videographer, they having a baby, they need a maternity shoot, hit me up. Like, I've done one here, I've done one before. If they got a birthday event, they want it shot here, I've done one before. Like, throw it out to them. This is how you get clientele at a slow rate, yes, but trust me, once you do this step and then you do the next step, it kind of snowballs, you know what I mean? But we're gonna get there. Last step, this is the final step before you start really building yourself up as a solid videographer, photographer, content creator. Number 4 is word of mouth. Once you get that first client from the 3rd step, you got that client that says, hey, what's your rates? You give them your rates. Obviously your rates are going to be low because you're not up there yet. So you're trying to build a clientele. Your focus is more so building a clientele and building your portfolio out very large to where now you can start charging the higher prices, but you're not there yet. So you're charging probably $100, $200, really, really small. Once you get that client and they lock you in, they say, this is the concept, you come up with the concept, everything is working, communication is well, which you should be doing, your communication should be on point. It's time to treat that client like the greatest client you've ever had in your entire life. You have to do above and beyond. Reason why is not just about your portfolio, but it's also about word of mouth. Once that client feels that you have been professional throughout, you A through Z, you was communicative. With the day of the shoot, you came early, you came on time, you shot everything, you worked with them. They might have switched something at the last minute, you changed it with them. You was professional through and through. You said you was gonna deliver in 2 days, you probably delivered all the photos and pictures or videos in 1 day. Like, you on it, you scream professionalism throughout. They feel comfortable with you. Not only will that work out for your portfolio, but it's gonna work out because they're gonna have somebody in the future, maybe in the near future or far future, that says, hey, I worked with this person before, they're really, really good. Another pro tip, this is a small tip, I say like step 3.5 is, once you do the shoot with that person, ask them for a review, right? Ask them and say, hey, could you just write something on Instagram, just tag me in and say, yo, this was the best shoot of my life, whatever. Or ask them for their opinion on their shoot throughout and throughout. You'll be all right. Not only that, if they post the final output of what you put out, ask them to tag you in that video as well, because more than likely, if they have followers, once they see the tag and somebody sees the work and says, oh my God, this looks amazing, who is the videographer, who is the photographer, they'll see your name, they'll click your name, and before you know it, they see the portfolio that you've done, they see the free shoots that you've done, and they're gonna reach out to you. Before you know it, you're in business. See what I'm saying? Step 3 is very, very crucial, because that one client can help you get the next 5. Those next 5 can help you get the next 10, so on and so forth. It's a snowball effect to where now you're getting shoots every week. You have people contacting you all the time because word of mouth is becoming, hey, Shamar is the best videographer in town. I've worked with him. He's really, really good. Got that friend that's hitting you up. Hey, I saw the work you did for X person. I have this event coming up. Can you do this? You didn't even know this person. You didn't even do a cold call on them because you didn't even know it existed. But now that that person you shot for told them about you, you're in business now. That's my 4 tips. Obviously, this is going to be a series because I'm still learning. So the more tips I have, the more I will bring to you guys. But I would say for me, especially in 2026, when I started with these 4, my clientele increased by tenfold. I'm still not exactly where I want to be, but I'm way better than I am back in 2025. So take these points and I promise you, the work will come, right? But while the work is not coming, because nothing is guaranteed, you will have months where you don't have a client. But while you have those months where you don't have a client, start learning your camera, learn different angles, watch YouTube for different effects that you could put in editing, color gradings that you could put in your photography, different things that you could do for content creation to stand out and become more unique. Because that's also the biggest tip when it comes to getting clientele, is that you have to do something that nobody else is doing, which is kind of hard, especially with years and years in the game where everybody has done everything. You kind of have to figure it out. But I promise you, even if you can't figure that out, if you do those 4 steps, I guarantee you, you're going to get a new client at least once every month. Let me know what you thought about these tips. Let me know if it helped you out. Come back to this video after you've done those 4 steps and let me know if it worked. You know what I mean? I will keep you guys updated on everything else that I learned. But until then, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.